you recently. Look, you seem to be doing well. Oh, I'll see you to the lift.
What about the sergeant?
The sergeant? Yes. You know, you better go down and you better tell the sergeant that your husband is no fit state to attend an army reunion. He's definitely not up to it. I'm sorry about this, dear. No, Mrs. Leslie wants me to give a second opinion on Mr. Leslie's condition. She's lost all confidence in the doctors here.
Which doctor is that then?
Excuse me?
Who's her husband's doctor?
Oh, Dr. Bonnie.
Hubert?
Yeah, Hubert.
I can assure you Dr. Bonnie is most competent.
There you are, I told you.
Sure, you can spare 5 minutes, surely. You can discuss your problem, whatever it is, with the sister on the ward. I don't want to discuss it with the sister on the ward.
Don't give way now, Miss Leslie, whatever you do. Not in front of my wife, she's of a delicate disposition.
You go see Professor Willoughby about your speech, and I'll take Mrs. Leslie back to B ward.
No, that's not a good idea, no.
And if we can't find the sister on the ward, we'll have a word with Dr. Bonnie.
Well, sure, she doesn't want to talk to Dr. Bonnie.
He's in charge of her husband.
She's lost all confidence in him.
Nonsense. Dr. Bonnie is an extremely able physician.
Dr. Bonnie's a Nico.
Somebody called?
We're a bit busy in here at the moment, Hubert.
Good morning, Mrs. Morton.
Good morning, Hubert.
I'm after a black hat for the villain. Oh, you're still here. That's nice.
She's very upset about her husband.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
Yeah, well, we all are.
His name is Mr. Leslie.
Mr. Leslie, is that so?
He's in B ward.
Who is?
Mrs. Leslie's husband!
Mrs. Leslie's husband is dead.
That was rude! Very, very rude! Delivering the news like that!
The news?
Yes, that was abrupt to say the least, Hubert. Oh, you can't sit there for a moment.
She can't sit there for a moment.
It might not be a bad idea now, just while I recover from the news.
No. After you've had a shock, you need fresh air and lots of it quick.
What's happened then?
Her husband's died, for heaven's sake.
I know. He fell in the Himalayas.
Oh, Lord God.
And where?
In the Himalayas.
How did he get there?
Climbed, I suppose.
St. Andrews 5 minutes ago.
Who what?
Don't lose all things, Hubert. Miss Leslie's husband.
Mrs. Leslie's husband.
Dr. Hubert, it's been a small bit of a confusion. Mrs. Leslie's husband did die in a mountain expedition in the eastern Himalayas. That was her first husband. Her second husband, Mr. Leslie.
Second husband.
Second husband.
He's a patient in our hospital.
Is that so?
And the good news is that the woman's husband is not deceased but making a splendid recovery.
Oh, thank heavens.
So she can go away now with a light heart and a little basket.
Ah! So that's what she's doing here this morning, visiting.
Yes, visiting. And visiting hours are now finished.
I thought she called to see us.
Of course she called to see us. We're her husband's physicians. Well, Hubert is anyway.
Am I?
Leslie, B ward.
It doesn't matter what ward he's.
Leslie, you say?
Yes, Leslie.
Leslie. Oh, I'm usually very good on names, but Leslie. What's he in for?
An operation.
He came in for tests, but then we decided we'd operate.
See, he came in.
Yeah, he came in for tests, suspected gout, nothing serious.
And we operated.
Oh yes, for piles.
He came in for tests.
And then we decided we'd operate on his pies. Will you for God's sake stop making such a fuss?
Hello, doctor's common room. Mrs. Tate? No, I don't think so. Oh, hold on a second. It's our receptionist downstairs. She's looking for a Mrs. Tate.
Oh yes, thank you. Hello. I thought she said her name was Mrs. Leslie. Yes, this is Mrs. Tate speaking.
Well, yes. The guy who came out Cooper in the Himalayas, he was called Mr. Tate, sometimes she's called Mrs. Tate and sometimes she's called Mrs. Leslie. So she's telling me.
Are you telling me that we're still...
Shut up, Hubert!
Nurse Tate.
Well, sometimes she's called... Before she was married, she was also a nurse called Tate.
Well, that's a hell of a...
Shut up, Hubert!
Yes, what's going on from?
Look, you shouldn't be taking private calls in here.
The sergeant wants to talk to me.
We'll go downstairs and talk to him.
The sergeant?
Yeah, the one who wants to get the husband to the army reunion.
And he's called up here at our reception?
Yeah, what you mean, awful keen.
Yes, I am. There's a slight problem up here.
Look, have you not told Mrs. Leslie that Mr. Leslie is in no fit state to attend a regimental function?
No.
Oh dear. Les is getting agitated again.
Well, go down and take him away.
Yes.
That's our little dog. It's neurotic, apparently.
Oh, very well, I can write down. I told you Leslie would crack up.
Leslie.
Sometimes she calls the dog Les, and sometimes she calls him Leslie.
If you're called Leslie, isn't that rather confusing? Oh, only when my husband whistles. You definitely won't see him.
Dr. Mortimer is a physician, not a vet.
As soon as I get a minute, I'll come down and see the little fella as soon as possible.
Really, David?
Well, one has to put oneself out occasionally, darling. But whatever you do not let that neurotic animal up here. What does the sign say outside, Dr. Bonnet?
St. Andrews.
It says no dogs allowed.
Dr. Bonnie will see you to the lift.
Yeah, and no further. You've got to get back to your melodrama.
This way, my dear.
He'll probably go berserk, you realise that?
Have you ever considered castration?